following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me.
Welcome back to part 2, The Report. Right here at Top Row Reality. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a cop.
Now let's start off with some Backlash BS.
Yes, tell us
and
about
it. And with the BS from the word go. First of all,
okay,
your only major title, I should say, is the WWE Championship.
Yes.
Which is the name of your freaking company.
Correct.
And it doesn't headline the paper.
No.
Oh, they're thinking, well, the way it ended, no wonder it didn't headline the pay-per-view.
Right.
I don't give a rat's ass how it ended. It's the main freaking title.
Right.
It should be the main. I think this is the second time they've done this.
So what was
or
the
more? Huh?
What was the main event then?
Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe was the main event.
No belt on the line or nothing.
No belt on the line, no nothing. When your W title was like third from the end.
Samoa Joe's got to feel good about that then. His only second main event he's ever had.
Well, when people are walking out of the building before the match is over with, should tell you something. But of course, Joe will get all the blame for it. Not almighty Roman Reigns, who people are tired of seeing.
Yep.
For God's sake, if you want him to main event the pay-per-views, then put the freaking Universal title around his waist, and I'll be fine with it.
Right.
Because, hello, when Brock's in the card, we know who's going to main event. So at least when AJ or whoever is the WWE champion needs to main event. Even The Miz was pissed about this.
Really?
Yes.
He posted it on Twitter or something?
Yes. He said the WWE title should main event the card. And he's damn right. This is the same time they've done this shit when John Laurinaitis took on John Cena and CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were down the card.
Yep.
I don't care who the big guy is supposed to be. If he's not the freaking champion, he doesn't main event a pay-per-view.
They also did that stuff with Macho Man versus, what you call it? Versus
Macho Man and Flair. Who was
Flair.
man? Hogan and Sid Justice.
With no title on the line.
What the hell? Who cares? Who your big guy is? You know?
Yep.
Okay, well, if you want to prove me wrong that you just do this shit when Brock is on the card. Right. Don't make Brock. Put Brock first.
Right.
Let Brock defend the Universal title first. Prove me wrong that you're not doing it because it's Roman fucking Reigns. Excuse the language, but that's the way I feel. Because I'm tired. That's why everybody's sick of this Roman Reigns crap. He's not the champion.
Right.
He doesn't need to be in the main event spot.
It's true.
If Vince loves him so freaking much,
put
the title on him, and then it'll be fine. Okay, the champion, Universal Champion, which is a stupid name to begin with, will headline every pay-per-view. Great, wonderful. But I'm just so sick, and all the people coming back going, well, it ended that way, when they both kicked each other in the nuts, and it was a double count-out. Yeah, why do you want to end the card? Who cares? Flair used to walk out of matches. You know?
And he was the main event, yeah.
Yes, and he was the main event. He'd take his title, yes. AJ still won.
There was time limit draws where there was no champion at all. It was still the main event.
That's what just... it just drives you crazy. WWE's thinking. I don't know why Vince thinks this way.
It is weird.
I hope he has learned from this, which of course he hasn't.
Right.
No. Because we know... I don't know because it's Smackdown or because it's AJ or what. Yeah, it's it's your company title.
Yep.
Not the Universal title. It's just because it's on freaking Raw. Well, put the WWE title on Raw then. If it's supposed to be the number one show with the number one title and number one people and everything. Because that's what you freaking want everybody to think. Which isn't freaking true.
It's true.
It's just a bunch of BS, and that's Backlash, that's a bunch of BS. I was okay with the card. I wasn't okay with the order of the way the matches went. People loved the start of Seth and Miz for the Intercontinental title. They loved that match.
Yeah.
Put that, why don't you put that at the main event then? Why is it got to be freaking Roman Reigns all the damn time? People hate Roman Reigns. Turn his ass heel.
Right.
Like Austin said. Oh, even Steve Austin said he needs to be heel. And of course he made a big deal about that.
Yeah, Roman says, well, aren't I already a heel?
No.
Not with the way you're booked, no.
No. And I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
They're trying to book Roman like they booked Daniel Bryan. Oh, the authority is keeping him down. Yeah. You ain't going to run with that storyline ever.
Yeah, because if he's in the main event every freaking night, then you're not being held down.
No, the authority. I should be a Universal Champion. Oh, I should get this title shot. I should get this title match and this and this and this. But the authority is keeping me down. Yeah, okay, whatever.
If you were in the bottom of the card like Daniel was for all that time, then yeah, you could say the authority's keeping you down.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Y'all whoever's thinking that is stupid. Trying to run Roman Reigns with Daniel Bryan's storyline. People know who's being kept down, who's not being kept down, for God's sake. Jeez.
That's true.
And that's a bunch of BS as well, you know. But I'm sorry for the language that I used earlier. Didn't mean to say that, but it slipped out. But that's how I feel.
He's upset. It happens.
But it has 2 weeks to cool, so I was good.
Right. You're better than what you were before.
And yeah, if it had been the next Sunday, it might have been a lot more saucy. You've been thinking, I'm watching Deadpool.
Right.
Excuse me. But let's go on to, we're going to book SummerSlam, which we think it's going to come out, or, fall that way. We're going to give you one match right now. The Universal title is going to be main event, and it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again.
Right.
Because Roman's got to get the title, for some reason.
Hopefully it'll be the last time.
When everybody sees that Braun is the one who gets the title, should get the title.
It's true.
Yeah. And everybody's up in arms, too, about Daniel Bryan, too. Losing to Rusev.
Okay. He doesn't need to be in the Money in the Bank.
He doesn't need to be in the He doesn't need to have it. He can get a title shot anytime, maybe. But,
Now, I think Big Cass should have came out there and cost him, but the storyline was that he was so beat up from Cass beating on him that's why he lost. But I think Cass's music or something should have came on. And that would have been like where it would have been a clean victory because it looked like a clean victory.
Oh, he kicked him. I mean, that maybe wanted that.
Maybe he was
now, I think I did read they wanted Cass. He said no. He said he wanted Rusev just to go over, which is good. I'm glad somebody's put Rusev over.
Right.
Because Vince and all didn't want to shut it down because they didn't invent it. Sorry. Oh, Rusev's getting over by himself. We're gonna stop that shit.
Right.
But so Roman and Brock should main event, and this should maybe be the last damn time for a while.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So that'll be your main event, and then your WWE title match. What are you thinking there?
I think it's gonna be a fatal 4-way for the WWE title.
I think he's going to be champion.
I think Nakamura's gonna be champion.
Okay.
And AJ, The Miz, and Daniel Bryan.
Okay. So, in the women's division for the Smackdown Women's Championship, where do you think they're going?
I think we're getting a triple threat out of that. I would go with Carmella's still champion. She'll escape with the help from the Iconics. And it'll be Carmella, Asuka, and Charlotte. What do you think could be if it's not that?
If they don't do it that way, I could see them going in the route of a six-person, six-woman tag, and no title on the line.
That's
so
true.
Carmella gets to keep it even longer.
Yeah.
And you get Carmella and the Iconics versus Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch.
That'd be a good one too. Yeah. So that match could go either way. They could have the title on the line, or they couldn't. Either way. So.
Because they could, whoever on the women's, the good women's side wins could be your next contender.
Right.
even if they don't beat Carmella, they beat someone on that team. Because I don't think Carmella needs to take the pin for that. No. Either Billy or Peyton needs to take the pin on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the women's on Raw. Where do you think they're going with that? Because we got Nia Jax taking on Ronda Rousey way too early at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it is way too early. And it would surprise me if she's not women's champion going to SummerSlam.
Because in my opinion, here I'll say this right
quick. You do this and then I'll do what I think may be happening.
I'll say this. Ronda,
using WWE's logic.
So. Ronda needed to continue hanging out with Natalya.
Yes.
They need to have a tag team match at Money in the Bank against who's the heel women right now on Raw, the Riot Squad.
Yes.
That's who they were kind of dealing with, right?
No, they were dealing with Naomi and Alexa. Naomi, sorry. Mickey.
Okay, so they were dealing with them. Okay, so that's perfect.
Because Mickey, Alexa, they put her in the Money in the Bank.
They put Alexa in the Money in the Bank?
Yes.
Okay, so that kind of messes that up. But that needs to be she needs to be in more tag matches with Natalya, because I'm telling you, I guarantee you that before Raw and stuff like that and at house shows, Natalya's working with her in the ring, getting her better. I guarantee it.
But I had a video of Goldust happening and they deleted it. They put it up and they deleted it.
That Goldust was helping her in the ring?
Yes.
I mean, that's part of his job. That's what he's been doing, is helping. So why would they take that down?
I don't know.
But they don't. She does not need the belt yet. It's too early.
But I believe they're giving it to her.
Even if they would have done it to where they would have announced it for SummerSlam already.
Yeah.
At the Universal thing, the NBC Universal.
Yes.
If they would have gone ahead and announced it for Nia Jax saying, "Hey, I want you at SummerSlam," that would have been a bigger match.
Oh yeah.
For SummerSlam.
Good build. A good summer build.
Yes. And that could have been at SummerSlam. It does not need to be at Money in the Bank.
No.
To me, Ronda Rousey doesn't need to be at every pay-per-view. Doesn't need to be at every show. But
well, she does. No, but I think she does. That's me and you do opposite on that. She's not Brock Lesnar. They don't need to treat her like Brock Lesnar. It's bad enough he only does 6 shows a year.
No, I'm not saying
her ass needs to be wrestling more than freaking WrestleMania.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she's only there like he is. Because, I mean, she's already doing house shows.
Feels like it.
She's already doing the overseas house shows.
But she's not doing anything on TV.
Right.
She's been kicked by Mickie James. You're thinking, okay, next week, Ronda and Mickie. Nope. Natalya and Mickie. What the hell's that?
Now, see, I think they're trying to make her be a special attraction.
Well, they already got a special attraction. They're paying millions of dollars to wrestle for nothing.
So, she doesn't need to be on every Raw. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that.
No, not every Raw, but she does need to wrestle on Raw at least twice a month.
Yeah, I mean,
she's been there talking. Well, she talks. Not very much, but she's been there. But she's
got to get better on the talking part, too.
Yeah, okay, well, she wrestled a dark match against Dana Brooks. Okay, well, that's not on TV, folks.
She definitely needs to get better, that's for sure.
Yes.
But I think she will win the belt.
Yes, I do,
against
too.
Nia.
And that's something, unless they come in, Alexa and them come in and
now,
it's all beat down.
Now, there's another route that they were talking about going, and I've been completely okay with this, is that Stephanie causes her to lose at Money in the Bank, and Nia Jax goes back to being heel, which is what she needs to be anyway, and she teams up with Stephanie, and she's part of the Authority thing. I'll be completely okay with that.
And that's where I'm going. That's WWE's
WWE's logic, yeah.
I can see Ronda winning and Nia turning heel. After all this bullying from Alexa Bliss.
Right, she's still
and then you turn heel all of a sudden.
Right.
Now you're a heel. And you're going to be a kind of a bully.
Right.
Okay, that makes perfect logic sense for me. So, yeah. The Intercontinental title match. It should be Seth. I think Seth in a heel Finn Balor.
You really think they're going to have him turn heel?
No, they probably won't. I just say that would be a good match.
Of course it'd be a good match. I mean, but what heels are on Raw right now that could go for it? That's the big
Elias. Did I mention Elias?
Yeah, because, okay.
They're talking Bobby Roode should turn heel again. They said he did better when he was a heel, which
of course
that is true.
Okay, and I'll put this out here because this is really pissing me off, okay? Now, we saw what it did for this certain person to go to SmackDown.
Oh, I got somebody when you finish, yeah.
This person went to SmackDown, did great. This person comes back to Raw.
That's another one, yeah. That's true.
And they have completely destroyed everything they built up for an entire year on SmackDown.
Yeah, because I think something just came out like either this past weekend or today. It's been 1 year since he won the title.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he did great on SmackDown. But they are literally hindering the gender. Yes. They're hindering gender.
That's another one.
And I don't like it. That's a good heel that he could go after Seth. But if you're destroying everything he's built, then he just looks like a jobber. And what they did with him the other night, which thank God I don't watch Raw because I would have been really annoyed.
You'd have some BS talking.
I'd have a lot of BS talking because just seeing the report, speaking of the report, seeing the report that had happened, that there wasn't even a match, that Roman just completely destroyed Jinder Mahal.
Running right through that fake wall.
Completely destroyed Jinder Mahal. Tells me right there that there was no point in moving him to Raw. They had no plans for him. They have no plans at all to keep pushing him. They have a plan to make him the next Kurt Hawkins again. That's all they're doing with him. He should have never moved off of SmackDown. That's where the writing team was the best for him. They built all this stuff up for a year and they completely destroyed it. It doesn't make any sense.
You're preaching to the choir. I tell you, I know it don't make any sense.
He doesn't need to be fed to freaking Roman Reigns to make Roman Reigns look better.
And that's what's going to happen.
He should be up there in contention with Seth Rollins.
You can add that match to Money in the Bank. It's Roman versus Jinder. Because they said Roman's getting no more shots at Money in the Bank. And that took out, and since they filled the spots are all filled now. When Joe should be Cass, that fills all the spots. They're done.
Cass is apparently injured.
I haven't read the story, but I did see that, and I saw the parts, so I haven't read the story yet to see.
They said that he was in a tag match, which is a very odd tag match, of Daniel and Ty Dillinger taking on Miz and Big Cass. I don't know why Ty got thrown in there, but all right.
Yes. 10!
Yes, 10, yes, 10, yes, 10. Okay, so anyway, they did all that, and then they said that you could visibly see that Cass looked hurt, and that he looked pissed again like he did when he got hurt before, and it was his knee.
They're going to blame Daniel.
So, no, with that, as much heat as he's got, they're probably like, look, let's just, when he gets healed up, just let him go. Because, I mean, honestly,
he can
join with Enzo and go to Impact.
And Rich Swann.
There you go. I mean, because honestly, Cass went into business for himself the other week with the whole midget thing. He was apparently not supposed to do that.
Yes, but you can't tell somebody to do something, and then when they do it, you bitch about it. Okay? Don't tell them don't say, reach for the brass ring!
But
and then, no,
because they told him to do exactly this. And when he asked to do more, they told him no, that was all you needed to do to him. They literally had to cut out part of the video because they did not want that part in there.
Once you boot a midget or a little person, going over the top and punch them in the face, I mean, that's nothing then. You done booted them. Who cares?
But that's the thing. That's all the midget needed was a boot.
Well,
it makes that boot look effective.
I'm okay with what he did. It's WWE is a big problem here because they tell you to do something. You try to step out of your comfort zone. Try to be more. Try to hey, look at me. I'm gonna be something. I'm gonna be better. Or be this and this. And they say, oh no. Back to Rusev.
Right.
Rusev Day. We didn't invent that. You stopped that. Zack Ryder getting over. Oh no, we got to stop that. We got to nip that in the bud. We didn't tell you to do it.
Which I don't make that part makes no sense about the Rusev Day thing because that was in their writing. Like they literally came out to the ring and they made like the whole segment was calling it Rusev Day, and then they just ran with it. I don't think that they thought the fans were going to get behind it.
No. But
they ran with it, so that's their own writing team's fault that that's what they have for him. If they don't want it to get over anymore, tell him to take the shirt off, make him where he doesn't talk about it anymore, get rid of what's his name, get rid of Aiden off of him, which is I thought they were about to do that because Lana made it sound like Aiden was holding him back. So I thought, okay, well here comes the Rusev Day thing. It's over with now. Going back to him and Lana again.
Still, people chant Rusev Day.
Oh, of course.
It's there. It's like freaking what?
It's never going to go away.
No. But, let's see what we get now. A tag division. The tag division, then we'll go to the United States. Because I don't know about that. Oh, they're talking about Jeff. Have you heard anything else on Jeff being hurt?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know how bad he's hurt. I know Randy's out, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Right.
with the Intercontinental, we do that. With the tag division for Raw, I see why they gave up on it. You know, the champions.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could, by the time SummerSlam gets here, it could be Matt and Bray versus the B team.
What is? I mean, come on.
Okay.
I mean, but I don't understand that. Like, they literally are they building up the jobbers just to have them lose anyway? Like,
Well, they won their first match finally.
And what is the B team supposed to be?
For best. They want to be the A team. They said, no, we can't do that. So
That's trademark.
That's all right, because the London crowd sung the A team song for them.
Really?
Yes, you can hear in the background.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to get over. If they made stupid white shirts with a big freaking B on it, they would sell like hotcakes.
Right.
The fans love people who get screwed over right now. And WWE just doesn't seem to understand that. They have their favorites, but then they have the people they know who getting shit on. That's what the word says, you're getting shit on.
Yeah.
So, Rusev, now the B team. Daniel Bryan, when he was, before he got good here.
It's true.
So, I mean, it would not surprise me to see the leaders of worlds take on the B team at SummerSlam.
Which Bray wants to put the two of them in the group with them. Which also would not bother me.
No. And on the SmackDown side, Sanity may be involved.
Who are the tag team champions right now?
The Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers, okay.
And they keep teasing all the teams. Hell, it may be a fatal four-way or gauntlet match. It could be, because they keep teasing all the teams that come play with them. So, we did the women's.
Both women's, both
the United States. It wouldn't surprise me if Jeff is hurt bad enough to take the title off him that Almost ends it with a title at SummerSlam.
Interesting.
Almost could walk in. If he doesn't walk in SummerSlam as United States champion, if he's in the running for it, he gets the United States title at SummerSlam.
Is anybody feuding with Jeff right now for it?
See how lackluster this title is right now? Because he had a battle with Randy. And now he's hurt. I can't tell you. I have no clue. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. That's how much they put no interest into it, that I have put no interest into it. So, Sheldon.
They're just making him a jobber now, too.
Yeah. Got his new music. He got his old music back.
Nice.
That's overseas. Could change come Tuesday.
Right.
So, yeah. And we did the women titles. Yeah, that's about it right now. I can think of anything else you can think of off of the SummerSlam booking it?
No. Got nothing.
Not right now. But we'll know more after Money. We may try this again after Money in the Bank, after we know which way, more direction they're going in. And let's go over some news here. We got WWE. Well, Raw looks like they're going to be staying right where they are, but SmackDown could be finding a new home.
Yes, that's what I heard. I saw an interesting thing that somebody wrote an article about how if NBC / USA wanted to save a lot of money, they could get New Japan, and New Japan would probably have it for very, very cheap, and then Raw and SmackDown could go somewhere else.
Right.
Which would be an interesting way of doing things, and the ratings would be less because it's Japanese stuff, but it would bring that to a whole new light. It would actually help Japan, but I don't think that's going to go that route.
No.
I do think that they'll do the thing where they're going to give them 3 times higher than their current value to keep them around, which is insane, but that just means in order for them to get 3 times the value for Raw, they have to lose SmackDown off of USA.
Right. And right now, the front runner is Fox.
Right.
For SmackDown. And it would go to 3 hours.
I've heard Fox, Amazon, and Facebook are all in the running for it. Yes. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, that would hurt. Fox would be okay. I wouldn't mind Fox. It'd be weird. I mean, 2 different channels, but hey. But 3 times, that's great. That'd be wonderful. Raw would be wonderful now, folks. If we're making 3 times as much money, we give rat's ass what the ratings are. What do we want to do?
And then I also heard something about if SmackDown Live goes to Fox, they may make that 3 hours as well.
Right.
No!
Yeah.
Because it would make it to where they could be more valuable.
Yeah, well, I mean, that'd be okay, because there is weeks I would love to have more people on there. And it looks like you're quickly and done, you know.
Right.
Like, well, they left this team out. They left these people out. They left this, you know, that extra hour, extra 42 minutes could help. I believe it would help on some things. Some people will get exposure that don't get exposure now.
People like Ty and R-Truth and people that nobody even knows are on SmackDown.
R-Truth, yeah.
I'm just saying
I don't know
that
R-Truth it is, but yeah, I mean,
that level of
Ty,
people.
yeah. I mean, have more tag matches. All these tag teams here. Like somebody said, I paid no attention, didn't even notice, but they said last 3 weeks AOP has not been on Raw. 3 weeks. And they have 3 hours. How do you not put AOP on there in 3 freaking weeks? So.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't even realized that.
Exactly. Me neither.
So they brought them to Raw and they haven't done nothing with them.
After they kicked off Ellering, no. They had a few matches, beat up Slater and Rhino, like who hasn't?
Right.
First SmackDown Tag Team Champions, they're just being beat like nobody on Raw. Talk about gender, yeah, they're gender that attitude on them too. So, but yeah, I mean, I can see it. Raw getting 3 times more money for Stay On USA and SmackDown going to Fox.
Right.
Because they're losing some of the UFC, I believe. So.
Yeah, they're sharing it with another.
Yeah, so
Fox is going to share it with somebody else.
So you putting SmackDown on there, be fine. All In. Are you all in?
I'm definitely all in. I wish I could be there. I hope that they put it online somewhere.
Sorry, you can't be there. Sold out.
Sold out in less than 30 minutes. 10,000 seats. Everybody's, oh, it's not going to happen. There's just no way they can fill up a 10,000 seat arena because it's not the WWE. They just cannot do it.
Right.
Because if Ring of Honor can't do it, they can't do it. Well, Ring of Honor hasn't even tried.
Right.
Ring of Honor stays in their wheelhouse of the smaller buildings, which is totally okay. But I think this shows right here that if they do it once a year, they could pull that off.
Yeah.
But,
especially with the Starcast and everything.
Right.
4 days worth of stuff. All the podcasts out there, and all the people and all the different stuff. And because I listened to Bruce Pritchard, he's going to have a one-off with Eric Bischoff.
Right.
Eric doing the WCW Monday Night Nitro part, and then Bruce doing the Raw part. Debate.
With
the debate.
Conrad in the middle of them.
I don't know if Conrad would be in the middle or not. He's got his. I mean, I've never heard so much of Conrad being hooked up with everybody. My God.
He's the one that's put the Starcast thing together.
He's hooked up with every freaking body.
What, does he do the hosting for other people too?
Yes. He does the hosting for Bruce Pritchard.
Right.
He does the hosting for Tony Schiavone. I believe he does the hosting for Eric Bischoff.
Really? He's making some money.
He's making some money.
And he's marrying Ric Flair's daughter, not Charlotte, but the other one.
Not Charlotte. But yeah, I mean, that's good for. I congratulate Cody. I like Cody. When I met Cody, when he come to Montgomery,
nicest guy you can meet.
They could have gotten the car just like everybody else and took off and said goodbye.
Because I think that was the night.
That was the same cold-ass night, yes.
That I was standing there, yeah?
Yes.
Because
he walked down that fence and signed autographs.
Because remember, he pulled Hornswoggle over and said, "You come on over." Hornswoggle did not look happy. He did not want to be there. He did not want to bother with the fans. But Cody was so cool because he was the heel of the show. He was in multiple segments. He was the heel of the show, beating up on Hornswoggle, going against Daniel Bryan and stuff. And then the 3 of them rode together.
Yeah, I know.
So that was funny. But Cody came out there. He looked like he's about to get in the car. Everybody starts chanting Cody, and he goes, "Me? Talking to me?" And he comes over there. I have a Cody Rhodes shirt on at the time. Okay, he's walking down in Montgomery. You got to picture this. It's like it's a cattle fence.
Yeah.
He's walking down the cattle fence, signing everybody's autographs. So cool with the fact that I had the Cody shirt on. I had not opened it to where he was at in the program. Because I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, that's Cody Rhodes.
Because usually they give you the wave and get the hell late
right.
on. Or...
So you're not prepared for this.
No.
So he goes, I think I know exactly where I'm at in this book. And he opens right up to it. And he took it from me and he signed it. He shook my hand before he did that saying, "Appreciate you wearing the shirt." He handed it back to me and then said again, "I appreciate your support." And it shook my hand again. People don't have to do that.
No.
They don't have to act like that. Most most of the time you hear about celebrities just being jerks.
Yes.
One of the nicest guys that I think you could ever meet in the wrestling business.
Well, on the Eddie Christian's podcast, he was on this past Friday. I listened to that earlier. He says there's people out there that you think are nice and they just totally dicks. He said,
right.
So.
And I wonder if that's the same podcast where he was telling them that he was like, all these people try to talk about how these wrestlers are being held down and stuff. He's like, some of them are just lazy.
Yep.
Some of them do not deserve it.
Same one, yeah.
Someone posted a video of just him talking about that part of it, and in the thumbnail it was Cody and Dean Ambrose. And I was like, he didn't even talk about Dean Ambrose there, but apparently there's been a lot of talk that Dean is very lazy and just complacent and stuff like that.
I'm glad you said that because I forgot a while ago. Dean could be the one that to come back and challenge Seth for the Continental title.
I wonder if he's ever coming back.
Well, when Renee was on there 2 weeks ago, they were in Birmingham because that's where Dean is almost.
Right.
So she's there too, when
gotcha.
she can be brushing the dog's teeth. Okay. Yeah.
Brushing the dog's teeth. What is that from?
That's what she's doing. She was brushing the dog's teeth before she got on there with Edgy Christian.
That's weird.
Did you know her name was supposed to be Renee Sterling?
Yes.
That's
very strange, man.
But that's pretty funny. But Cody, I mean, he's a hell of a guy. He thinks he'll do great. Would I want him back in WWE? Hell yeah, I'd want him back because he's
doing so great things there. Because WWE is just going to hold him back.
Oh, did you know? I found out. Oh, go ahead and I'll tell you.
He's just doing so many good things.
Oh, yes.
Out there and making so much money compared to what he was making. So I hope he doesn't come back. Unless they're going to give him the money, but they're not going to give him free reign like he deserves. He even said, I cannot work for people that tell me what to do. Just at this point, I have figured out that I am not good at being told what to do.
Right now, 2 or 3 years, I can see him going back.
Mm-hmm.
And could write his own ticket.
Okay.
But not right now, no.
No.
No, he's going to be so hot when he does go back that he can write his own ticket.
Right.
He will become WWE champion. It doesn't matter because it's got Universal.
Right.
But yeah, Cody. I was gonna tell you now. Jeez, better come back in a minute.
Well, while you're working on that,
yes,
they did announce at the press conference that Cody will be challenging Nick Aldis for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship at All In.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was gonna tell you, but. With all the different people coming from different groups, it may be difficult to have it on TV or streaming it.
That's true. I mean, if they can...
That's the bad part about it. With all the different people, with contract to other companies, you can't be on somebody else's show, If they got that in their contract,
right,
that would hurt.
But with these TNA people, I don't think it'll hurt them because, think about, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about that. There's one that she's basically been a jobber, and she's been trained by Jay Lethal, but she's been a jobber for TNA, named Ava Story, I think is her name. Mm-hmm. She was just on NXT television under her regular name, Brandy Lauren. But yet she's part of TNA. So apparently she does not have an exclusive contract because she was just on the NXT show.
Well, they were more important to Ring of Honor and New Japan when they said that in the article about that.
About what?
About it'd be hard to have them on the show All In.
Oh.
And then showing everybody, streaming it out to everybody because they have exclusive contracts. They'll probably say you can't be on somebody else's show and be filmed.
I don't know. With how big this is going to be, they may say,
it'll
give us exposure too, because they'll say those are Ring of Honor stars. They'll say they're TNA stars. They'll say that they're New Japan stars. So that might help.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying, it come to me now. What Cody was talking about on the Edge and Christian podcast. If you hadn't seen it, watch it. It's pretty good. Just like Bruce Pritchard, something wrestled. Is that he made a joke that he promised everybody to be world champion.
Oh yeah, I heard that part. He's like, I gotta pull back the reins a little bit.
And you hear about the Battle Royal? Yeah, he said there may be a Battle Royal at the beginning, called All Out. He said if we get everything together and everything.
That's funny.
Being a promoter, he says, being a promoter is like, woo, you got to make sure you get everything.
But the good thing is he's not the only one. He's got Matt and Nick with him.
And he's got backing, which I guess they ain't got that money yet because they sold more tickets and they sold 10,000. Didn't think they were going to sell 10,000? So they may have some pyro now. So they joked about instead of 2 guys out there with bottle rockets and everything.
So they've got money backing from somebody.
Yeah, from sponsors.
Nice.
So.
But they did I don't know if you watched the
press conference.
Press conference at all. So Billy Corgan was the one that came out there to announce that NWA would be All In, and that Nick Aldis would be defending the NWA title. And then Cody got upset. He forgot to tell y'all something. I'm going to be challenging for the NWA title. Now that would be a perfect coup to make the NWA bigger, because he does not have the Ring of Honor title right now.
No, he does not. Is
to put Cody with the with the NWA Championship.
Mm-hmm. That
would be the smartest thing Billy Corgan could do.
Yeah.
Okay, especially if Ring of Honor allows him to have the belt on him, and New Japan allows him to have the belt on him when he's out on their shows. That'll be the perfect thing for NWA. And then they said that the main event, they've already stated the main event would be the Young Bucks. They did not say who they were facing.
Right.
But they did say the Young Bucks would be in the main event. So it's cool, though, that Cody is not taking the main event. That is the Young Bucks taking the main event.
Well, yeah,
because it's a three-way
if you say
thing.
That, but if Cody was to do it, being the promoter, you're kind of like, okay, this what he's going to do? You're
but
promoter,
that's what most promoters do.
What's this Kevin Nash and then putting them, we write the thing. Even though we're wrestlers, we're going to write. We're going to tell you we're going to be in the main event.
But for a while, that's what Tommy Dreamer was doing with House of Hardcore. So it just depends.
It's just like a double standard. You shouldn't promote it, be the promoter, and be in the main event. You shouldn't happen. Sorry.
You shouldn't do that, no.
But what I remember now, Rey Mysterio being part of it. He's all in.
He's going to be all in.
Cody, I don't know if you saw that or not or heard it. His first singles match on a pay-per-view was against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania.
Did not know that.
Me neither.
Wow.
Which was also after Edge.
I believe also at the StarCast thing, I think Austin's going to be there.
I haven't heard.
I think they were talking about Austin at the press conference. They talked about Austin. They talked about Kevin Nash. They talked about DDP. They talked about quite a few people being there.
Yeah, I heard about Kevin and Scott and X-Pac being there.
Yeah, I heard DDP was supposed to be there. Of course, Bruce Pritchard, Eric Bischoff, Conrad,
Jerry Lawler
was going to be there.
King. Yeah.
Jim Ross will not be there because they said that is like the opening weekend for college football.
Yeah,
so
it is.
They said we're not even going to bother. He said we asked him, but we knew his answer. Conrad said I already knew his answer because that's the opening weekend for the singers.
Well, he's asked Cheap Heat, which is with Rosenberg.
Oh boy,
and they don't know yet. Still talking.
Can they even do it though? Because he's part of WWE.
He's ESPN. Cheap Heat's ESPN.
But he's also
so is Jerry Lawler.
That's true too. And what's his name too? The poof hair, Sam Roberts. I wonder if they're bringing him in.
Wouldn't surprise me. I guess that's all food. That's your podcast. That's this. So
it should be a totally separate entity.
Once Hunter gets control, I think it will be.
But anyway,
we're worrying about all this piddly stuff, and
we need to finish this thing out because we did a whole segment pretty much on All In. Randy Orton underwent successful surgery out for a few months because he had to get his knee scoped or something like that. And then, of course, I've not heard this part, but Daniel Bryan has not signed a new deal. When is his new deal? When is the old deal in? September? And he's not signed a new one.
Not as of today.
Interesting. So maybe that's why they put the belt on him before he leaves to try to get him to stay.
We're trying to Chris Benoit thing.
Yeah. Chris Benoit WCW thing, yeah.
It didn't work.
It did not work.
It did not work.
And they said that Daniel Bryan was supposed to be all in. He had already agreed to it. If they said that he was not going to be able to wrestle again in WWE.
Well, they did, so look at that. Well, they still may get somebody who lives in Chicago. So.
Oh, CM Punk's going to be there. You didn't know that?
No, they haven't heard anything about it yet.
Yeah, at the press conference they said that CM Punk is all in.
That's interesting. LeBar must have, because that's what I heard, talking about that, but he never said.
I don't know that he'll be wrestling, of course, because he's got the MMA thing going on.
Because they were talking about they'd wait till after the 9th before they announced it.
They said that he already will be in town for another event in Chicago the exact same weekend. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't shock me if he's at the StarCast thing and then he comes out in the ring, even hits a GTS or something on somebody but doesn't have a match. That wouldn't shock me.
No, it wouldn't shock me either.
But he will be in Chicago that exact same weekend, and the way they made it sound like at the press conference that he would be all in. That's the way they made it sound.
It all depends when it falls, If it fell in after that Cody got the call that the tickets are done, then
once you see a sell up, be like, I want to be a part of that. That's good.
Yeah, guess who else we're getting? And it shows, you didn't sell all the tickets. People bought the tickets before they knew you were here. So.
Right.
Well, that's it for part 2. Let's go and jump on part 3 in a few minutes when you switch over. And we do some pro wrestling review. We do the Monday Night Wars, February the 2nd through the 23rd of 1998.
Exactly.
I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Jessica.
We'll see you in a few clicks.